Okay, so I want to make sure that I go through all this information with you guys. So all of your seed pods and your coil and cylinder pots have to be turned in by Thursday, April 29th. So if you're blue, get it in on Wednesday. If you're silver, get it in on Thursday. Any pieces that I don't have turned in are going to be put in as a 50. If you've turned it in and you see 50 points, it means you didn't turn it in right. You either didn't do your online submission or you didn't set it over on the counter. So read my feedback and make sure you guys get those in. With Friday's assignment, the directions and the submissions, we do need to go over that. And so I'm going to open up Canvas and show you guys what's going on with that. So I created an art criticism essay, and it says in paragraphs or in parentheses, turn in here. It automatically kicks zeros onto all of your grades, even though it wasn't due until the 30th. So I deleted that assignment and then tried to make a new one. When I deleted it, I don't see it anymore, but you guys still do. So in order to turn this in correctly, you have to go into your module week 13. Don't go in assignments and click this one, the final art criticism essay, not where it says turn in here. So you click on that and then the directions are in here. You're going to be turning in one document. So you're not resubmitting four separate files that you guys already made, the description, analysis, interpretation, and judgment. So directions for those of you that are still confused with this, open a Word document, copy and paste the information below. So you can just highlight this, copy and paste it into a Word document, and everywhere that you see copy your paragraph here, you're going to just take your previously written paragraph, so description, and then you just replace this with your description paragraph in a Word document. Okay, do not submit multiple files. It should be one Word document with the titles on your paragraphs. If I gave you guys feedback in the previous Friday assignments, make sure that you guys edit your paragraphs. For those of you using voice to type your pieces, which you're not typing, you're not putting any periods or punctuation in it. So make sure that you guys are changing that and submitting it correctly. You will get points off for that. Okay, so that's the Friday assignment there. And then if you guys have missed classes and you say, I can't finish my project, I missed for track, I was sick, I was this, I was that. If you missed it, you guys have to start making up that time. I have very few kids actually coming in. You're still held accountable for the same standards, and we're going to talk about how this is graded here in a minute, that everybody else is held to. Okay, so you still have to finish your project with high standards. You can't just say, I missed it, I'm not going to finish. I've seen very few kids come in. I have some that come in during their open blocks. I'm here at 7:30. You guys can work in the morning. You can check out materials and you can take it home. So there is very little effort being made outside of class, and some of you guys are going to pay dearly for that with your grade. So when I'm grading these for your final, this is up on our whiteboard in class. You guys had 8 total block classes. So I subtracted 2, one for coil, one for seed pods. So you technically had 10, but we're going to go with 8. So you had 12 hours to work on wet construction. So if you look at your piece that you're submitting and someone can make it in 2 blocks, you're going to get points taken off. Okay. You're going to get 2 to 3 total blocks. So that's 3 to 4.5 hours for painting, staining, and glazing. The way that I grade this, when I look at your piece, I look at the complexity of the design and how you executed that design. And then I choose which category. So some of you guys drew and planned an advanced piece in this category, an A piece. But when you started making it, you might have scaled it down without my permission. You did not do a good job when you're constructing your pieces. So you got brought down here before you even started cleaning it up. So you may be in this category here, or if you have a really simple design, you may be in the D or F category. And then I go down. So if I start at 84, I look at it. Do they have the excellent execution of their complex construction techniques? Did you miter your edges? Did you score and slip? Is there cracking? Did you hollow it out? Are areas too thick? Then I start taking points away from that 84. You don't start with 100 just because you completed a project. Okay, then I start looking at craftsmanship. So you don't have any imperfections, flakes, dents, anything like that. Then with glazing, staining, and painting, you guys have been taught the proper way to do that. So in this, I'm not listing the fact that you don't put glaze on the bottom. You need 3 coats. You should know that already. That is not going to be re-emphasized in this explanation here of the grading. So you do need to use multicolors and your borders need to be precise. That I'm just reminding you of right there. So that's how it works. Some of you guys are thinking just because you finish something, you have the option to get an A, and you don't. Some of you need to really look at what you're making and decide, does this look like I put 12 hours into it? Because some of you guys definitely either missed class and then you haven't put 12 hours in it. If you missed 2 classes, You put 9 hours if you were working, and if you didn't come in outside of class, that's all you're putting into it, but I'm holding you accountable for those full 12 hours. So make sure that you guys are looking at your pieces and adjusting if you need to. Everything needs to be in by May 6th, all wet construction done by May 6th. So you have until next Friday to come in outside of class. Um, we talked about our final. So the last thing is just the progress photo submission that you guys need to do today. So just make sure that you guys get that turned in. If you want to look at the grading process again, outside of this video in your module, the final project grading explained is right here. So there's a photo of that. Make sure you submit your photo for week 3. If you guys need seed pods, it's listed under this day 2. Same thing with our coil submission. After you guys make sure that you're caught up on everything else, you guys can get to work. Your photo 3 is turned in at the end of class. I'll give you guys a couple extra minutes.